Okay, first of all, hi Georgie, and thank you for having me in this influencer marketing roundup. I am so sorry that it took me a long time to get back to you about this. It's been a very busy time for me here in the Philippines, managing four startups. Well, SEO Hacker is no longer startup, but the other companies they eat a lot of my time. So why don't we jump to it? First question, what do you think about influencer marketing? Is influencer marketing really marketing? Yes, it is really marketing. And in fact, it is one of the best ways to get your brand out there online, especially if you're starting out, because there are influencers in almost every industry and they already have captive audiences, and you want a part of that because a good captive audience is very valuable. Um, and it's especially valuable because online we are distracted. People who are browsing the internet are distracted. So if these influencers have captive audiences who are distracted but they tune in to him or her, then it is a gold mine for you to be able to tap those captive audiences. How do you do influencer marketing? Do you pay for it or prefer to build long term relationships? What is your process? Well, you do give something to the influencers, whether it's value or cash or X deals. In our case, it's either cash or X deals. We rarely get the chance to submit a guest post and they in turn agree to do a campaign for us. That's very, very rare. Most of the time, it's cash. They give us their media kit or their press kit, and we have to pay, and they give us a next number of blog posts, shares on Facebook and Instagram, etc. And we do that mostly for our clients. Um, some clients do give products and services or accommodations, so we do X deals with some influencers who are willing to get it, especially those people or influencers who are going to review the product, and they also derive value from reviewing the product because they have an audience who is interested in those kinds of products, and we do X deals, and it's a win-win for both parties. The process is basically just getting in touch with them. First, filtering out good influencers for the client. If they're based in the Philippines or their market is the Philippines, then we filter out people who are in the Philippines who is in that industry, and we contact them one by one, usually via email or via Twitter, and we try to get in their heads by giving them value first, like sharing their stuff first and getting in touch with them first. And then we ask them if they want more value by paying them cash for their services or giving them a next deal. How to start with influencer marketing? Your tips for beginners. Well, for an influencer to actually pay any attention to you, you have to have a good profile because they are going to look at your profile if you're going to ask them for something. So, my advice is to build your profile first, whether you have a few hundred followers on Twitter, or you have a few interesting tweets, or you have a good LinkedIn profile, etc. Because if an influencer looks at you and finds nothing on you, then it's shady. I am an influencer in SEO, and whenever someone asks me for something, I do look into the background of that person. If the person who is doing the ask is someone who is really a person on the internet and who is going to be able to give me some sort of value back. I guess that's my first advice if you're starting out. What's your best advice how to engage and start building relationships? Well, sorry, the next question is how do you identify influencers? How do you find them and where are you looking for them? One good place to look for influencers is BuzzStream, wherein you have a lot of profiles in there and a lot of good content with a good number of shares. So people who wrote those articles with good number of shares, they probably have some connections and they're most probably influencers. So you want to get in touch with them Some of them are journalists, some of them are webmasters, some of them are digital marketers. And it's not so hard to just get in their face and give them some value. Share it out or tell them that you found their article in BuzzStream and it's doing really good and you want to help out in any way. And that basically is how to find them. I use BuzzStream and or I use my established connections online. Uh, Next question is what is your best advice how to engage and start building relationships? First, give value. Give value. Um, People need stuff all the time, every time. I need people to share our stuff over at SEO Hacker blog, not because I get money from it, but because we just want more readers, more subscribers, more captive audience, so that we can utilize the blog more. I personally utilize the blog for authority, because when clients or potential clients read our stuff and we're top of mind on their heads, especially here in the Philippines, then they usually come to us for consultation and we usually close the deal and turn them into a client. So first, give value, because if you don't, they're not going to pay any mind. I'm not going to pay you any attention if you come to me and just ask me for something. You have to have some value on the plate, whether you're about to give me that value or you have already given it to me. The latter, of course, is much better, but in any way, give value. Next question, how to measure influencer marketing? Most important KPIs. Well, for us, it's as simple as deliver what you promised as an influencer. If we paid you for an X number of blog articles published on your blog or X number of Facebook shares or Instagram shares, then just do it. And if the influencer is able to do it, then that's it. We're happy, we're done. That's the main KPI. But other KPIs that I look at, and these are cherries on top or creams on the cake, is did we get any leads from that campaign? Did we get some conversions? Is there an ROI for the client? But again, those things are not guaranteed. The contract between us and influencers usually just dictates for them to give us an X number of blog posts, an X number of shares every week, every month, and that's it. Next is, what is your biggest success using influencer marketing? We did have an article in SEO Hacker where Rand Fishkin was there, and I think Neil Patel also pitched in, and that was an influencer marketing campaign that was very successful to us. It's also a roundup, and we crowdsourced feedback from these guys. By the way, hi Rand, thank you for replying to that email. If and when you are watching this, thank you for the answer. It got a lot of shares, and we were very happy with the results, and that's the reason why I'm sharing it, is because it's my blog, SEOhacker.com, and we were very happy with what happened there. So I guess that's the biggest success that I've experienced with influencer marketing, and we did not pay any money for those people who were able to give us a piece of their minds. Next question, and this is also the last question. How effective is influencer marketing for you compared to other tactics and strategies? I think influencer marketing is good as a kickoff, because it's just not that sustainable when you have to keep on doing it. You're gonna run out of influencers in your industry, and you're going to get tired. And I'm more of the perpetual kind of guy. That's why I'm in SEO, because I like perpetual traffic, I like free traffic, and I like it that the traffic is relevant all the time. While with influencer marketing, you need to reach out to influencers all the time. You need to convince them all the time, and it's tiring. It's not sustainable for me to keep on doing that as an influencer myself. So I prefer evergreen content. I prefer creating 5x, 10x content that will perpetually rank and that will perpetually give me traffic. But that said, influencer marketing is very powerful if you need a good kickoff. And that is to get a burst of traffic into your website and some subscribers, some active audiences to subscribe to your push notifications or to your email marketing. Doesn't matter. As long as you get that kickoff, that's very important. Dwell time metrics is still a factor, indirect factor, but still a ranking factor. So, yeah, I would definitely do it, and it is important and it is effective compared to other tactics and strategies. Again, relative to being a kickoff strategy. So that's it. Hope I did give some value for this video interview. And again, I'm very sorry that this took some time, but I hope that the listeners, the viewers, will be able to get a lot of insights out of it. Thanks, Georgie.